Broadcasting from the Gaylord Rockies Resort in Denver, Colorado, Solutions Review is on location at Commvault GO 2019. Brought to you by Commvault.
We're back here, day 2 at Commvault GO in the Expo Village. It's a customer conference. Lots of customers are milling about, and we were able to corral one, and not a small one either. This is the CIO of Shikun and Binui, and that's Eran Gutman.
That's right.
Thank you for being here,
making
some time. I know you're a busy guy, and I know you're getting a lot of requests for your time. And we love talking to customers because ultimately our audience is very much looking for solutions and looking for advice about how to go about selecting the right solutions for them. Tell me a little bit about your experience. Well, first of all, let's talk a little bit about Shikun and Binui.
So Shikun and Binui is a diverse business unit. It's a corporate that divided to 3 main divisions. Deal with real estate, apartments, malls, something like that, construction, building roads, bridges. Other business units is regarding energy, building and implement solution energy. So we are basically based on Israel, but we are globally over 25 countries over the world, USA, Africa, Europe.
Multinational,
so,
complex.
Multinational, complex organization.
Good stuff.
Yes, good stuff. Organization with a lot of branches, a lot of software, local software. We have a lot of traveler employees.
And a lot of data.
And a lot of data around, spread around anywhere.
Well, so and that brings me to obviously the money question, which is selecting Commvault. So you know what I always find interesting is how you went about it. So you did this a few years ago.
Yes, we did it a few years ago because we looked for what we call an overall complete solution to manage and back up all the data we had spread over the world. Before that, we had some solution. Some of them were locally, and the maintenance, the daily routine was, first of all, to check that there is a backup every single branch, and after all, to monitor and to assure that the backup is done. This cost a lot of workload of my employee, and even though if we would like to restore, so we had to deal with restoring one single file, even in one single branch anywhere in the world. We had to look around for the tapes, look around for the files. So it took us weeks.
Yeah, and CIO, you want something a
Yes.
little less
So
scattered.
our main goal for we try to evaluate some product. Our main goal was to, first of all, the easiest creating a job and the easiest restore of the backup. The other one, an overall solution, a complete solution that can aggregate all of our branches. In this day, we were only on-premise one solution, but we already look out for the mop-up of a cloud solution that over the years we move on. We expect to a good performance for the jobs, and of course a good partner that will go with us end by end in the next few years. So we choose Commvault, of course.
Well, so I'm curious about how that process went. So did you consider multiple solution providers? Did you do a lot of research in advance and settle on?
We've done a research with several providers, several vendors. We have a table of parameters to choose what is the best one, and eventually we choose Commvault.
And so how are you using Commvault?
So this day, Commvault is much more complex environment because we are the company or the corporate. We moved everybody to the Office 365 solution. We are cloud-based solution. Still, we have on-premise server, but most of the workers are working with mailbox of Office 365. They migrate their files to OneDrive. We have a collaboration with SharePoint and OneDrive for Business. So we have Azure environment for server and data. So most of I said above 50% of our environment is cloud-based.
Interesting.
So from the business side, the advantages are for easy to use anywhere in the world for the traveler one. But from what I call the data readiness, we can assure that the data is backup and of course recovery.
Well, this is something we're hearing a lot at this particular conference, but it's something that I think is really becoming an awareness across a lot of enterprises, and that is that Office 365 isn't necessarily being backed up at the OneDrive level. It needs a much deeper level of backup, and actually one of the announcements, I'm pointing over there because there's a booth over there for Metallic. One of the announcements this week was the Metallic Commvault offering, which is a cloud SaaS backup of Office 365, one of the elements anyway. And I think it's interesting that that's how you're using it, because that's a new thinking.
Yes. First of all, you mentioned awareness, and we'll get back to it. But there is a incredible solution for the SaaS and the cloud of the vendor. But when you are going to the vendor, you lose your control. Because in the old days, we are looking for the server, for the hardware, to see the hardware. We feel the hardware by hand. And these days, my staff and we can feel the hardware. So you lose the control of how the backup and where is the backup and where is the data. So this is the awareness that data readiness is that you will control your data. You will know and take care of the data. You know whenever you need it, you can restore it and you can take it and you can use it. Yes, we started Office from the first day. We started to backup 365 and OneDrive, and Metallic is a great product and is a great solution for customer that hasn't been yet using Commvault, all Commvault solution to backup the thing, but they should backup their 365 that they could trust only themselves, that in a worse day or in the D-Day, and there are D-Day, it's not just a disaster. There is cybersecurity. There is a loss of workers that are traveling with their laptop and they lose their data. So you need to be aware, where is the data, how do you take care of the data, and how do you restore and give the client, your employee, the best response when you need it and that they need it.
So I'm curious, as the CIO, what are the messages you're sending to your folks with regard to data protection? I mean, what is the chief concern in the corner office?
Let me tell you a story. When we first use Office 365, not the mailbox, the OneDrive and the SaaS application and the SharePoint, I asked my staff, do you backup this material? And they said, no, Microsoft or Oracle, they backup. And I said, no way.
Right.
Be aware that every data or every solution that is coming to every new environment of customer, you should backup and should verify that you backup them. And it was in the future that we have incidents that we need to backup to restore the data. Not just to disaster recovery, just people that they lost or the data were gone. So we had to do it.
So you come to an event like this, you travel quite a ways to come here.
Yes.
What are you hoping to get out of a gathering like this from your perspective?
First of all, I would like to see my perspective as a Commvault, as a continuous partner for the future. I want to see roadmap. I want to see how they deal with the cloud and hybrid solution that will come from the other vendors, because Commvault is a one dedicated solution for environment that generated by the other vendors like Amazon, Azure, like SAP, and I want to see how the roadmap, how they agile and integrate to this solution.
So one question before I let you go, because I know you're busy. What type of advice, give me some advice that you would offer to somebody who is in your position when you were making that decision around Commvault?
I think I can tell that the slogan "Be Ready" this is the slogan for this event, but this is the slogan for way of life. Data ready. Be ready to the worst day. Don't trust other. Back up, restore, take care of your employee material. They will guarantee you in the end, eventually.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much for your
Thank
time.
you.
We appreciate you swinging by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your visit and safe travels.
Thank you.